Hello, Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Mehtab Amanwala, and I'm a student at Rehan School Online Academy, and I'm the host of the Chit and Chat show, where we have different and special guests in our studio on the daily basis. And today, I'm very excited to announce that I have an interview with an amazing personality that is Miss Latasha Jimerson, and her short name is LT, and she is known as known for coaching services, best coaching services, and she is also author, keynote speaker, who is transforming how aspiring writers are not turn ideas into the published books. And she has specialized in helping writers build a strong author identity. And she was a English teacher also. And after that, this is what that I know, and we are going to take more information from her in this interview. So first of all, thank you so very much for being here. I'm very happy to see you in my studio. Hello, how are you doing now?
Hello, thank you so much. I appreciate you reaching out to me and asking me for this interview. I am a teacher in my heart. I've been a teacher for a long time. And when I see students doing things like what you're doing, it makes me very happy.
Okay, so let us start with a very fun question. Are you a strict teacher or a soft-minded teacher?
I am both. I have very high standards. I make you write a lot of essays, but I make it fun, exciting. We tell jokes. I'm very lighthearted, but I do have very high standards that I want you to measure up to, but I make sure I push you so you can make it.
Okay, I think so. That is very better to being strict and being very soft with the student, because it balance the things. You are understanding what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I'm in the middle, not too strict and not too soft. I'm in the middle.
Uh, Okay, that's great to hear, because I hate the teachers who are very very strict, and I think so
Yeah.
every students can relate to that, because the strict teacher, is it good? It is good to be a strict teacher, but sometimes it can't be good for the students especially. Okay, so yes, we are going to start this interview by hearing your journey and background. And basically, my first question is going to be like that. Can you share your journey from being an English teacher to becoming an author, coach, and also the keynote speaker? How it all started? I want to know your journey.
It started when I was 3 years old, when I was a little kid, a little girl, because my mother made me go to school when I was three. And most people thought that was too early, but I learned how to read when I was three from sitting on the carpet, legs crossed, crisscross applesauce like this, listening to my teachers. I love school. I love sitting and listening to the teachers read and show the pictures. You know how they show the pictures with the books? They go like this. I would sit there and my mind would dream and imagine, and like all these movies were happening in my brain from thinking about what the teacher was reading to me. So my imagination was wild even when I was 3 years old. I was so happy and excited to be at school. And that's where it started when I was three, when I learned how to teach or learned how to listen and learn from the teacher. Later on, that became a part of my identity as a teacher because now what I do today, I read books and I share them and I teach and I speak. But it all goes back to the first days of me listening to my teachers. So it's a big circle. That's how my life has been. It's been reading and writing and listening the whole time, like this.
Okay, so now that's why I think so you are a teacher, because
Yeah.
you have surrounded by the things that the mostly teachers are surrounded. And that's great to hear. Thank you so much. Okay, so my next question is going to be like, you have write your own books also. So what inspired you to publish your own books, and how many books have you posted? And I want to know about your books.
Yeah, I think I've published 10 books. I think it's 10. So some of them are on Amazon. If you go to Amazon, you can look up my memoir. My memoir was my first one. I wrote it in 2017, and it was a part of my healing journey because I wanted to tell my story, because I was dealing with depression. And the thing that was helping me overcome depression was writing. So I was writing every day. I was putting words in my journal, and then I got inspired. I was praying, and God said, "Put it into a book to help people." So I put my own personal stories into a book, and it helped people. And they said, "Wow, this is really good. I want to tell my story." And so I said, "Okay, I can help you with your story. Let's talk about it." And so that's what I do today. I help people talk about their story, write about it. And my first book was my introduction to my business. And it was, I didn't know what it was going to be, but now I know, because I'm 8 years later. My clients are saying to me, "Wow, your book was really good because it made me feel like I was not alone. Like I went through depression, and I saw how you got over your depression, and you're a happy person, and you're living your best life. Like I feel like I can be successful too." So that was the first book. And then they asked me, "Can you write another book?" And I said, "About what?" "Whatever." So I wrote a book about parenting because I have daughters. So I overcame a lot of struggles with raising those three daughters. So I wrote a book about parenting, and then I wrote a book about teaching. How do you become a successful teacher? And then I wrote a book about self-care. How do you take care of yourself when you feel like you're overwhelmed? And then finally I wrote this book right here, which is your first book workbook. That's the one that everybody wants. It's the most popular. They want to know, how do I write the book? Like, yeah, that's good. You wrote your book, but how do I do it? So this one is a step by step how to. This is the most popular one. This is the money maker, the one that I sell the most, because people are like, "I want to know this for me." For me. Everybody wants to know for them. So yeah, I think I have published maybe 10 books, probably more. Not all of them are on Amazon. Some are on Amazon, some are on Audible. I have two audiobooks that are on Audible. The majority of my books are on my own personal website, because I make more money by selling them on my website, to be honest with you.
That's what great to hear. Okay, so is it what do you think about that? Like, is in this right now moment, people do like to read books more because we just have now smartphones and the other devices. So what I think so, I may be wrong, but what I think so, like the interest of reading book is become less in the Pakistan, especially. I think so. In the I think so in the worldwide also. So can I like can you tell me that I'm speaking like good or not in the like is it okay, like is it truth or not basically? And if we convert books into many audiobooks are available now, many self-written books are available on the internet, and we just don't have to purchase any book. We all is on internet available. So but there is some type of passion that you have your own. For example, if I have a passion of reading, but many people have not, because of phone, because they are using phone. So if we read books also on phone, so can is it be okay? Because the I think so the passion of reading book is become lesser and lesser by the day by day. So how can we can increase it? And am I speaking wrong or correct? If I'm wrong, so please correct me.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right with the reading. People are still reading, but they're not reading the physical books. We used to have the physical books in the schools. Don't really like those because they were forced to read those. They're not enjoyable, they're not fun. So people are reading ebooks that are on their phone, on their Kindle device, Kindle Direct Publishing. Those books go straight to the Amazon Kindle. They read it on the tablet, they read it on the computer, on the phone. A lot of people are listening to audiobooks in their ear while they're at the gym working out. So the regular paperback book is gone down, the audiobooks are going up, and the ebooks are going way up. Yeah. The ebooks are on the rise, the audiobooks on the rise. So people are still consuming information, they're still learning, but the paper books are like the paper receipts. People don't want paper receipts. They don't want newspapers. They don't want clutter. They don't want heaviness. They don't want to have to carry something. They want the digital products. Those are the ones that people love because it's so easy and fun, and they can consume the information very, very, very quickly. So you're right. You're exactly right.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Okay, now we are going to talk about the author identity and mindset. So, let you tell me that what is basically author identity? Emphasize me that, and what does that mean, and why is it so important to you and for us also?
Yes, identity is important because I didn't see myself as an author. I only saw myself as a teacher. I had to shift my identity because the world saw me as an author and I didn't even know. And here's an example. One of the ladies that I sold a book to back in 2018, she came to me and she said, I like that book. That was a really good book. Can you write another book? And I was like, what do you mean? Can you write another one? And I was like, I don't know. It took me a long time. That was really hard. And she's like, no, I want you to write another book. And I was like, I don't know what to write a book about. What do you want me to write a book about? So here I am today. Every time I get a question, if someone has a problem and they're really looking for a solution, I go do the research and I write an ebook and I give them the ebook, and that's their solution. So I didn't know that I had a power to do that. I have a superpower to go research, find information, break down the problem, and give the solution. I didn't know that that was called being an author. So I didn't realize that I was going to be writing a lot of books because I didn't see myself that way. But when I started listening to my audience members, the questions they were asking me, I realized, oh, wow, they can't do what I do. That's why they're asking me to do it because I have the superpower to break the information down and make it very easy to understand in English and Espanol, because I speak Spanish too. So it's like, oh, I had to put my glasses on and see myself as an author, which is what I am. I'm also a writer and I'm also a reader and a student and a teacher. But I didn't see myself as an author until she asked me, I need you to write another book. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I can do that because that's my superpower.
Okay, ma'am. So you have helped a lot of writers also, like you have I think so in the introduction I have read that like you have inspired 50 plus writers, am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So how do you help writers to overcome their procrastination and self-doubt? Because in the start, whatever we are doing, we have some type of doubt that what we are doing right now is correctly or not. So how to overcome that thing, and what is the best solution of that to overcoming that procrastination?
Start with one page every day, morning pages. One page every day keeps the anxiety away. One page every single day. And if you need someone to look at it, you can share it with me, share it with one of your teachers, share it with someone so that they can see, oh, this is what you're thinking. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Because sometimes we are scared that it doesn't make sense. So when we write one page and we show it to someone and they say, yeah, it makes sense, then it helps us with our confidence. So then we have to do it again every day. So I call it, for my clients that work with me, I call it a daily 10-minute brain dump. And they write their thoughts for 10 minutes and then they share it with me. I look at it and I say, yeah, it makes sense. And then they're like, oh, okay, I feel good.
Okay, ma'am. So, how do you help authors to move the past perfectionism? Because with the time we have to, create new things. Because the past thing that goes flow, go with flows, and we have to write. We have to think with new ideas and write something new that we help people also. So,
Yes.
how do you rethink that ideas, what I have to do, what I have to write in the new book, how to recreate your mind, and what is the mission behind that to write a new book?
Yes, I want people to know that every day is a new day and they need to create something new every day by writing every day. So I don't want people to be looking at their old notebook. Some people go back to the old journals, the old notebooks from years ago. Throw those in the trash, okay? Because your ideas that you have today are fresh. They're brand new with a new set of eyes, new experiences. So don't get stuck on the past, what you wrote yesterday. Get rid of that stuff. You're a different person now. So you can come up with something fresh, like fresh food, fresh fruit, right? You don't want to go eat old food from a year ago. No, you want to eat something fresh from today. Same thing with your mind. Create and flow from today. And that's why I say write every day. Keep it fresh and you'll be okay. Perfectionism only comes when you're in your mind and you're thinking, what are they going to think? What are they going to believe? Are they going to understand me? Don't worry about that. Just keep creating. Every day is a brand new day and focus on what's in your mind. Those other people don't matter when you're creating.
Okay, ma'am. So you have taken a challenge that is to write 10 books in 10 days. I'm right.
One book in 10 days.
Oh, yes. I'm thinking about that, but okay. So, have you, yes, have you completed that challenge or not?
Oh my goodness, yes, I have written a book in 10 days. Today is actually day 10 of the challenge that I'm walking my clients through. And for this particular challenge, I had one young lady to complete her manuscript. I'm going to be reading it tonight to see the whole entire process that she went through. But yeah, it was 10 days, goes by really fast when you're writing a book. But she was able to outline her book and put it and start the manuscript. She's not completely finished, but she started the process. So I'm very proud of her. This round we had one person finish. Every time I do this, about every 6 weeks, I have at least one person to finish in 10 days.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, what makes you approach from different traditional publishing advice? Because many people are from different cultures, different belong from different cultures. So, what makes you approach different from the traditional publishing, advices?
Yes, I work with clients one by one. I teach them to build their entire business from the start to finish, from their ideas to the page, to the page, to the business, the brand, and the product. So this is what I did for myself. I started writing books. They turned into a whole coaching program. Then it turned into a speaking. I have a keynote speech, but it all came from my first book. I also have a retreat. I host a retreat for women. That came from my book. So my book was my baby. I gave birth to that first baby, and then that gave birth to all these other products. So I work with my clients to teach them to do the same thing. Write the book first, and then write the speech, get on stage, get your clients, bring your clients in, start your coaching program, host a retreat, build a brand and a business around the first book.
Okay, ma'am. So, what do you think? What accountability plays role in making and making, writing, and publishing books?
Yes, you have to have everyday accountability, 7 days a week. It no days off every day. So I just created a program in 2026, just 1 month ago. I created a every single day accountability group for authors to come into a space and show us what you have created today. It could be one paragraph. You get to show up and say, I only wrote one paragraph today, but I feel really good about it. And we celebrate you, we honor you, we lift you up, because every day is a challenge. Living life can be a challenge. Sometimes we get sick. Last week I got sick and you followed up with me and you said, hey, we have our interview. And I said, oh, yeah, I have the interview. I got to make sure I get snap out of it, right? So life happens. So this is why we do daily accountability check-ins with all of our people every day. Some people show up live to the call. It's a live call. Some people don't want to show up live, so they just listen. Some people don't want to show up at all, so they just type something. We have our own private platform and we connect every single day, because daily is so powerful, because one person can get lost in one day, and they could get lost and completely fall off and decide to give up on their whole life. We can't afford to allow people to do that. So we have to have daily accountability, daily check-in, even if it's just a text message. I have some clients that just text me and say, hey, I just want to say hi. And I say, hey, it's a great day. You're alive. Congratulations. We need that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so very much. And yes, my next question is that the authors that like you, there are many authors in the world, and does the mentorship plays a very good role in the for the authors, and who mentor them, because who has publishes, like for example, if you are not an example, you are an author, and if you want take something like what I can say, take motivation to write more books, so you have to follow the person that have writes the 100 more books. So what do you think the motivation and the mentorship, what role play in writing a books, and in especially author success?
Yeah, you have to figure out what is the purpose of writing your book. So, for my audience, my current audience is women over 50 who are ready to leave a legacy to their children. So, these women are very much focused on, let's write a book so that my grandchildren can open a book and say, my grandmother wrote this book. Look, that's my grandmother. That's what we do. That's what we're focused on. I also have clients that are focused on building a business with their book. That is fine too. I have people that want to get on stage and they want to talk about their book. That's fine too. I have some people that want to write a book because they just want to get over their childhood trauma. So they just want to write it and leave it on the page and never think about it again. Everybody has a different reason for writing a book. So you have to figure that out as an individual human being. What do you want to get through? You might get through all of it. You might write a book and overcome trauma, and then you might want to write another book and get on stage and do a TED talk. And then you might want to start a coaching program. You might want to host a retreat. You might want to be a coach or a consultant. You don't know. You just have to take the first step, and then everything will open up from there. Sometimes it's hard to figure it out. You can't figure it out by just sitting and thinking. You have to get up and go take action and go do.
Okay, ma'am. So now we are going to talk about, how can authors use their books to build influence beyond, book sales? Because when you have write your book after publishing, you have to make sales of your books. So how is it possible to make more sales, and especially in the books? Because as I have, as we have talked about, like people are more interested in reading the uh, reading through the mobiles or tablets and etc, and not more interested in reading books virtually. So how can author use their books to build influence beyond books sales?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. So what I did, this is the formula that I use. What I did was I created my digital product first. So I created my ebook first. And then I started creating virtual events. So I started having virtual events for people to join me and to talk about my books. So I started doing one every week. Every Friday night, I would host a Zoom party, and I would say, "We're gonna. This is what we're gonna talk about." And so every single week, every Friday, people would show up, and I would say, "Hey, by the way, I have this book." And I would put the link inside of the little chat so they could click on it and they can buy the book. If they want to buy the book, they can buy it. If they don't want to buy the book, they don't have to buy it. Most of the people that came, they bought the book because they were like, "Yeah, we want to support you. We like you. We trust you. We understand you. We believe you. We want to invest in you." So you have to start a series of virtual events first. Second, you have to start getting out of your house and traveling. So you have to get yourself published with the ebook. You have to get the audiobook done, and you have to get the paperback. You have to have all of them. So when you're virtual, you can drop the link and sell the book. When you're in person, you should have a box of books with you so you can sell them physically in person. And then the audio, for the people that love to listen to the audio, you have to have the audio link available for people to click and get the audio book. So you have to become multifaceted, multimedia is what it is. It's people love to consume in multiple ways, and even languages. My team and I are translating books into new languages now. Spanish is going to be our first priority this year, because I live in Puerto Rico now, so we're going to be producing books in Spanish, and then we're going to be also 2027, 2028 creating books in multiple languages, so that now everybody can get the book that they want on their level, their language, their media format, their style. It's going to be custom to the person who's buying it, because people who are spending money, they want the gift. The book is the gift. They want it to be customized to them. So that's how you sell, is you make your products customizable and available to your people. And you make sure that you're prepared everywhere you are, whether you're online, in person, doing a live talk, wherever you are, make the sale. But you have to speak up for yourself and ask for the sale and let people know, here's the link, click the link to buy the book, or here's the book, I have the book right here. You have to, you know, you have to be the salesperson in the beginning until you can hire a team, and then your team will do that for you.
That's a very good plan. I think so. I'm going to adopt that, and I'm going to write my own books. And after that, the same step I'm going to follow. And
Yes.
let I think about that. And after that, we'll tell you the plan. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, I just have last question for you. Like, what legacy do you hope to leave through your work as an author, coach, as an speaker, as an writer, as an author? Yes.
Yes, I want everyone to find their own voice, because that's what I did. My book allowed me to find my own voice. And so I want everybody, man, woman, child, everybody, find your voice, write your story, express yourself, and be proud of who you are. That's really the message that I want to leave. And I'm happy with my legacy. I've pretty much done everything that I've wanted to do. There's some more countries that I'm going to be traveling to very, very soon, because I have a list of places that I want to go. But I've pretty much achieved everything that I've wanted to ever achieve in my life. I'm very happy with my life. My legacy is pretty set because I follow my purpose, I follow my dream, and I don't give up.
That's very great to hear. If you are planning for a tour, so please make a list, add the name of Pakistan in your list also, okay? So you
Yes,
can visit us and let's meet there in Pakistan if you are available, okay?
yes, yes. I will be
Thank
very soon.
Thank you so very much. I'm waiting for you and we'll meet you inshallah. And yes, we are going to meet. Let's hope that. So thank you
Yes,
so very much, Miss Latasha, for being here. It's a really honor to have you in my studio. I have learned a lot of things, and I'm very. I'm thinking now about to write my own book and sell it
yeah.
by applying your formula. So thank you so very much. for that. And I hope everyone finds this interview very informative, very good. And I hope you find Miss Latasha this interview very good. If I have mistake anywhere, so sorry, so sorry for that. And everyone who are watching this interview, so thank you so very much for watching. Inshallah, we are going to meet in the next interview with another guest. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.